Welcome to REMAS Talks with Amit, a web series of candid conversations with industry leaders and influencers. Today, we have with us a fitness enthusiast and an avid marathon runner who has been with the industry for almost 2 decades. I welcome Mr. Amit Barve, BU Head Solar at Panasonic Life Solutions. Welcome, Mr. Barve.
Thank you so much, Amit, for inviting me on this platform. I'm happy to be here and would be glad to contribute whatever knowledge I have acquired for last 20 years and answer your questions on taking it ahead. Thank you, Vincent.
Thank you. Thank you for being here, and pleasure's all ours. So, Mr. Barve, you've been an industry veteran and you've seen the industry advance from kilowatt days to megawatts and then to gigawatts. What's your view and on that, and how do you perceive RE sector?
Yeah, so it's been an interesting journey for me. As you mentioned, 2 decades. I started my career in the solar side in 2003, when predominantly it was an off-grid industry, and to a certain extent, small amount of exports for the solar modules. The cost was inordinately high, which used to make it difficult for adoption into a country like India. But from that, what we have seen today, the journey is very exciting. I think so. The landscape for the solar industry started changing after the announcement of National Solar Mission, when the ambition started growing and we started really looking towards commercialization of the solar technology for the Indian context. From there, it's a history. As the volume started growing, the prices started going down, and the feasibility of installing solar went on becoming more and more attractive. And what we have seen, as very correctly said by you, the installations which were in the kilowatt become megawatt, and from megawatt now we are talking about gigawatts, and probably we will surpass whatever the targets we have already been planning. And this has been an exciting journey and something really we have seen beneficial to the society, to the environment, to the economy, and to the well-being of almost the mankind. Yeah, this is something a really wonderful journey. What I see is now no looking back. I think so. Solar industry started with a lot of support from the government initiatives, policymakers, and it started rolling out. And I think so today it's now growing in a leaps and bounds with the economic feasibility coming in. I think so there is no stopping of this growth, and it will continue for a few more decades, because in India we are still on the curves of actually growing economy. With the increasing GDP, our energy needs will keep increasing and increasing over decades, and the need of energy from almost every source would be required, and solar, I'm sure, would keep contributing to the largest extent in terms of energy mix is concerned.
Great, great. Thank you so much. So, Mr. Barve, how has Panasonic been contributing to the economy and the industry?
Yeah, I think so. There's a lot and a long history from Panasonic as far as the solar industry is concerned, and I'm really happy to share with you in this platform. Our initiatives with the solar industry started way back in 1975, when we started doing the research and development on amorphous silicon cells. The commercialization of the amorphous silicon started somewhere in 80s. I think so. These are number of firsts that we did in the industry. Uh, Going forward in 90s, we started R&D on heterojunction, which is one of the, I would say, very encouraging technology in terms of future prospects also, in terms of efficiency and negative temperature coefficient, which we started R&D in 90s. And 92 was the year when we first installed a residential on-grid system in Japan. I think so that was also one of the first on-grid system to happen on any residential complex. And we started a mass production of our patented HIT that is based on the heterojunction technology in 97, and it's on and on. Today, what we contribute is not only on the technology, but a high quality and reliable products to the industry, which is the need of the time, and it's always been a need of the time. And that way, we have been involved into it. It's not only limited to specific geographies. I think so. We have been present globally, originating from Japan, but we have been an active component and active part of the industry worldwide. In India, we have been active for last 5 years, and we have been in this business contributing a small bit from our side in terms of our business in EPC as well as product supply. And we would continue to do that in coming years.
Great, great. Thank you. So what are the future plans of Panasonic for future expansion in India?
Yeah. So as I mentioned, we have two business lines. businesses within solar. One is what we do is EPC projects, and EPC projects are purely focusing towards the commercial industrial markets. We have been the trusted partners for a couple of corporates as well as industries in past for the last 5 years that we have been operating in India, and we will continue to do that and continue to grow our business in EPC, helping our commercial and industrial customers or partners in terms of giving an efficient solution as well as a great workmanship along with the good products that we supply. On the other side of the business, we do products basically into solar modules. We have been supplying HIT, polycrystalline, monocrystalline modules, and today we also have the same gamut of all the products which are required into the market. Like within monocrystalline, we have a full cell modules, we have a half cell modules. That is what we will continue to build. One interesting step, what we started last year, is in the lines of Atmanirbhar policies of Government of India, and we started localizing the manufacturing of these modules in India. And today I'm very happy to share that the monocrystalline modules as well as poly modules are locally made in India. We offer a DCR variant of the modules also in India, and we will continue to build this strength. But this strength is also being built up with the local partnerships. So we haven't started our own manufacturing, but we are working with identified OEMs with whom we are doing this manufacturing. And in this product journey, we will continue to move forward in enhancing our capability, in enhancing our capacity, and also keep adding to the product line. So over and above solar modules, we are almost on the verge of introducing our three-phase string inverters. Going forward, we will also get into the residential system, because as you know, Anchor as well as Panasonic are a very, very strong brand association with the domestic customers or the residential market, and which is where we want to play the role also in solar. And the shift or the movement has started. Rather than only the supplying of the components, we want to get towards the system to help the residential customer to adopt to the solar energy. So that's the path what we have started, and we will continue to build by adding more and more products to our product portfolio.
Thank you, sir. So, Mr. Barve, I understand that Panasonic has been, partnering and contributing to the vision of Government of India and the Prime Minister by making modules over here with the Make in India mission. But one thing, what as Amit Barve or Panasonic, you would expect from the policymakers in India?
Yeah, I believe there's a lot of things that have been done in the past. I think so. If you see the journey starting from 2008 and 9 to what we are today, last decade, it's the solar energy sector has propelled from a megawatt. Today we are close to 40 gigawatt of an installed base, and I believe a lot of decisions and a lot of policy push has happened from the government, regulators, stakeholders into it, which has helped the sector to grow leaps and bounds. I don't see any other energy-related business has grown in this magnitude what we have seen in solar. And what we expect is the same similar policy push as well as support to keep coming from the policymakers, from the various states, from the regulators or the central government to continue these policies and keep growing the sector. There is always a feeling that a lot has been achieved, but I think so there is a lot still to achieve. We have very farther more ambitious plan, and what we expect is the continuation of the policies, consistency into the policies, which should go ahead to see that more and more investments happen in the solar energy sector, and we still remain onto that growth path what we have already adopted.
Great. Thank you so much. So if one piece of advice you have to give to the young entrepreneurs, young minds looking forward to get in the industry, what would that be?
Yeah, so as you introduced me, my second passion is running beyond solar. And I think so this is one what I would like to give as a piece and advice for all the young entrepreneurs or young professionals who want to get into the industry, that the sector has an immense potential. It will keep growing, but nothing like any other sector can come quick. You need to have here for the long haul. You need to keep running and you need to be patient and persistence. Potential wise, there is no dearth. The only thing is that people should look towards the long-term prospect. If some entrepreneur wants to get into the industry, he should be prepared for the long haul. He should not be looking for too fast and too immediate results. Results would come good. he would definitely grow, but he need to be there into the game for a longer duration. That's my simple advice for everyone, whether it's an entrepreneur or a professional coming into the industry. The longer you run, I think so the better are the prospects in this industry.
There's patience and persistence at the end.
Absolutely.
Great, great. Thank you so much. So, Mr. Barve, when you're not running and when you're not part of the solar industry, what are you doing in the leisure time? How what's your stress buster at that time?
Oh, I think so. I really like playing with my kids, and I do play beyond running, as you said very correctly. I do play a badminton with them, with cricket for some time, keep watching movies along with them. I like to really spend a good amount of time with my kids and enjoy the sport along with them. That's the most important thing.
Best time spent is with the family.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Great. So it was a pleasure talking to you, Mr. Barve, and thank you so much for being part of our web series. We look forward to having you again at RE Master Talks. Thank you so much. Please stay healthy. Please stay safe.
Thank you so much, Amit. It was a wonderful interacting with you, and look forward to be connected again. Thank you so much.
Great.